So today we are going to talk about the Queen of the Night, the goddess of seduction. We're talking about Lilith. So Lilith is the dark feminine, and what I want you to do is go on Cafe Astrology and look up your Lilith sign. It's free. And at the end, you're going to get 2 cards, one from the Cat Tarot and one from the Mystic Black Rose Tarot. You're going to get a message from Lilith. So find out your Lilith sign and let's get talking about Lilith. The first whispers of Lilith can be traced back to Sumer, modern-day Iraq, around 3000 BCE. She is thought to be the adaptation of the primordial goddess Ishtar and related to Lilith, demoness. Initially, she was potentially associated with mystery, strength, and sexual vitality of womanhood. She also appeared in Babylonian epic of Gilgamesh as a figure associated with fertility and helping mothers. And she was also thought to be Adam's first wife, and according to myth, Lilith refused to be subservient to Adam and left the Garden of Eden, and hence being known as a demoness. And it's also thought that that is just the patriarchy not wanting to represent her as the dark feminine. Okay, so did you find out your Lilith sign? So mine is, and can you guess? Scorpio. That's right. One of the darkest feminine signs. And if your Lilith is in Aries, what we're going to do is pull a card from the Cat Tarot and then the Mystic Black Rose to see what message is for you about your Lilith sign. What do you need to know? What does Lilith have to say? Okay, so I got here the 2 of Pentacles. So this is about you're going to be receiving something very fair. You want things to be fair. Pentacles is you thinking about your money, and you'll be receiving a reward very soon, and it's just, and it's exactly the amount that that is fair and just to you. Like I said, Pentacles is money. And then with the Black Rose, this could be about, you know, your love life or just something you need to know. Wow. It says adrenaline. So, wow, your Lilith, when you go dark, it's a roller coaster ride. You could put people through some ups and downs, good and bad. It's a rush of feelings. So, I don't know if lately you have been maybe fussing with your partner, or you have pulled somebody new in, but it looks like you're getting a rush from being around them. You're getting a rush from life. It looks like you've got a lot of feelings. It kind of looks like your feelings are intense. Either they really go up or they go really down. So that's your message for your Lilith, if your Lilith is in Aries. Next up is if your Lilith is in Taurus, and I'm shuffling the Cat Tarot for your message, and then you're going to get a message from the Mystic Black Rose. Okay, so I have here the Ace of Pentacles, which is this cat is sitting pretty, that your Lilith needs to know that even at your darkest moment that you are going to be taken care of, that you're going to have plenty of money. Pentacles is money. This cat is not worried about a thing, knowing that there is abundance and that it's your birthright. So even in your darkest moment, you know that. And if you don't, that's a reminder. And then let's see here, the Mystic Black Rose. This card actually just like flew out and it says getaway. So it looks like you need to take a vacation. Maybe you recently did, or you need to book another one coming up. Begin an adventure, and it looks like you're thinking about running away with your love. So doing something a little bit out of the ordinary. Your dark side is like, okay, I have the money in the bank and I'm good and I'm ready for a getaway. I'm ready to do something fun, to take my lover and have some kind of adventure together. Yeah, I mean, these two are the couple on the bridge, and they're cuddling there. So at your darkest moment, your Lilith is like, let's go run away together. Let's have a fabulous time. So that's your message if your Lilith is in Taurus. So next would be if your Lilith is in Gemini. And I've got here from the Cat Tarot, this is the first time using this deck, the Nine of Wands. So your Lilith, this is 9. This is September. This is the year of 9. This is shedding your skin. This is, in the darkness, your 9 of Wands. So Wands is your passion. Wands is your thoughts. So you're really having a transformation in your thoughts. You're really diving deep and clearing some old, outdated thoughts that you don't need. And this cat looks like it has a bunch of candles, and the candles are protection. So you're asking for protection. You're being guided right now. And also wands can be creativity of thought. So you could be going within, asking for protection while you're gaining some insight into what you want to create next. And from the Mystic Black Rose, let's just see, this one's usually about relationship, but it could just be about just yourself. And I have here call. Okay, so it looks like hearing from conversation, talking, and unblocking. So maybe somebody has ghosted you. You're going to unblock them and hear what they have to say. Maybe in your dark moment you got pissed off and blocked them. Or maybe, we had a dark new moon recently. Maybe they blocked you. It seems like there's some ghosting situation going on, and it just feels like it came out in anger. And then it looks like you're going to give them a chance to correct it. You're going to listen and hear what they have to say. So nothing is decided about that, but it's definitely a conversation is coming from someone that's been blocked, or maybe you thought about blocking them, or maybe they've ghosted you or you've ghosted them, and now you're coming back together. After all those retrogrades we had, after this a new moon in Virgo, and we have this energy of eclipse coming up, and you really want to be heard, and they want to be heard as well. So go ahead and listen. Doesn't mean you have to give them a second chance, but you want to hear what they have to say. So that is what your message is if your Lilith is in Gemini. Okay, so next up is going to be if your Lilith is in Cancer. And I'm going to pick a card from the Cat Tarot, my first time using. And this one's usually about you. And then you're going to get a card from the Mystic Black Rose. And this is usually about your relationship. Okay? It could possibly be just about you. But if you're in a relationship, that's usually what it's about. So I have here the Queen of Cups. So it looks like at your darkest moment, you really you're like, I'm the queen and I need to be treated as so. And it looks like you're balancing your emotions at your darkest moment. You could get a little bit emotional, like overly emotional, like your cup feels overflowing and you're overflowing with some emotions, whether it be sadness or grief or just being stressed out. But I feel like even in your darkest moment, that you're the queen, you're the princess, and you really should be treated as so, and that you deserve all these beautiful things. So we have the chalice here. We have opening up to receiving. It's feminine energy at its core. So that's your message for you. Remember that you deserve to receive, and that if you get overwhelmed with emotions, just let it flow. And next will be your card from the Black Rose. Let's just see here. And I have, and this one says time. So it looks like you're needing some time. You've obviously been through a storm, or a storm is right on the horizon. You're getting ready to go through a storm and you know it. So now it's not the time for anyone to be messing with you, because you're already at your brim, you're already at your limit. You could it feels like you could lash out a little, and people are like, wow, like Cancer lashing out. Yeah, when Lilith Cancer gets pushed, it can be very, very like, you know, and time's going to bring some unexpected changes. So you are very hyper aware that this time with these eclipses, it's a big change, and you want to make sure that nobody kind of messes with you. Your cup's really full with enough dealing with that, and so you're going to take a little bit of a time out. So you need some time to adjust to the shifts and changes of these eclipses, and you are making sure that you get that and taking time for yourself. So good job, Lilith in Cancer. Okay, so next in the hot seat is Lilith in Leo. So you're going to get a card from this cat tarot I just got. And this one's usually about yourself. And then the Mystic Black Rose is here to give you a little bit of something about your relationship if you're in one. So I have here the Knight of Cups, and it really looks like at the deep core, you know that you are deserving of good things. You really do feel like you're here to balance your emotions and just stand in your power. And that's exactly what you're doing at this time when we're moving into eclipse season. And it just looks, and your cups these are emotions, but look at how cool and collected this kitty cat is. And I also feel like you believe that your cup should be full, and you are expecting that and deserve it of that. Okay, so that is what's going on with you personally. And then with your relationship, this Black Rose says you really like to party. So you really want to have some fun. You want to go clubbing, dancing, listening to some music, socializing. So it could be a little risky. You're doing something where it's like you're really out late and you're just, you're sweating, you're dancing, you're singing, you're having fun, you're socializing and having a bunch of fun with your friends. So I feel like this is something that you want to do, or maybe you recently did this with, if you had a birthday recently, and if not, if it just feels like you want to celebrate summer before it goes into fall, or maybe you're getting ready to party around Halloween. There's some kind of party coming up and you're ready for it, and your friends are ready for it. Your relationship, you're going to bring them along to the party and have a good time. So that's your message if your Lilith is in Leo. Okay, so next up is if your Lilith is in Libra, and we're going to get a card from the Cat Tarot, and this is relating to you, to yourself, and then you're going to get a message from the Mystic Black Rose, and that's usually about your relationship or how you're relating to others or in the world. So I'm going to shuffle these and let's see what you get. And pretty cool, I've got here the Knight of Wands. So this is somebody that is moving forward in their life, and the wands are their passion, and it's also thought forms. So you're moving with intentional thought towards your dreams. You're highlighted here. This horse is carrying you forward in a forward direction. You're obviously mindful of what's going on and the people around you, and you're holding that wand with a purpose. There is a sense of purpose and driven purpose here towards your goal. So that's where you're at right now. And then let's just see, the Black Rose card you get is, so we have here obsession. So you could be obsessed about something, holding on, clinging. You can't let go to something. There's some kind of anxiety. So there's a little bit of obsessing about something or someone. And so you're being asked to just let that go, to stop obsessing, or you're going to make yourself mad. So there's got to be a positive way for you to handle this, this dark obsession about something, winning, wanting to be right, or wanting this relationship to be perfect, or wanting the perfect relationship. So let go of that obsession. It's a dark feature that's coming in and being highlighted, and find a way to release the obsession over being perfect or being right or having everything perfect. So that is if you have a Lilith in Libra. Okay, so next up is your Lilith in Scorpio. Lilith in Scorpio, let's just see what the Cat Tarot has to say about you, for you, where you're at right now with this eclipse energy coming up next month in September. And I shuffled and I got here, I've got the Three of Pentacles. So this is all about new opportunities coming up for you. And you're really diving deep to see if this is truly what you desire. So you have like 3 new opportunities coming your way. You're going to pick the one that you best associate with. Make sure that you really think them over. And one's going to be highlighted. You can pick 2 things, but you don't want to overextend yourself. So more money opportunities coming your way. And like I said, it doesn't just come in 1, it comes in 3s for you. And so 3 new opportunities, you're going to look at them, go over them, see which one is really highlighted for you and which one you're drawn to. You're going to get assistance here with your spirit guides to tell you which way and which direction to go. So that is for you. And then let's see your relationship here, Lilith and Scorpio. Oh no, I've got here your ego. Okay, your ego needs to be in check. So you've had a little bit of arrogance in your relationship and you've had a little bit too much pride. So maybe you've been stubborn with something. It's being highlighted, your stubbornness. And you could even be holding back. This looks like she's not speaking her truth, or she's holding back something that she wants to say. And so how about you center into your heart, and instead of coming out, you know, like with your ego and firing back to defend yourself, to defend your honor, or you feel like your pride was bruised by what somebody said, then go ahead and release some of that pride and then just come from a place where it's honest and direct, but maybe salt and sugar it a little, because that Lilith in Scorpio can be really gnarly at times, and a little bit arrogant, and knowing like how much power you have. So use your power for good. And if there's someone in your life that their ego has been messing with you, like, and you're like, how do I deal with this? You're going to deal with it calm, cool, and collected. So don't match their ego. Don't match it. Just be, you know, if they're acting out and want attention, you're going to starve them of that. If they're wanting to have a conversation, you're going to practice the pause and go from there. So that's what's going on in your relationship. And if the two of you are at each other, it could be both of you are in your ego. So how about you just drop the ego and just be very calm and cool, collected. This is what I need. This is what I'm looking for. Are you able to give this to me? Or what do you think about this? And kind of just switch it around. So you're still in your power, but you're not coming across very arrogant, like I need this or you're wrong and that sort of thing. So that is if you have a Lilith in Scorpio. All right, next up is going to be if you have a Lilith in Sagittarius. So you're going to get a card from the Cat Tarot, which is primarily about you, yourself, your dark side. We have eclipse energy coming up in September, and let's just see what the message is. And I've got here that you are feeling like the Queen of Swords. So you know your power, you know your worth. You are feeling yourself some kind of way, fierce, and straightening that crown. This could be, you know, also it's Queen of Swords, but also this could be and this is dark feminine energy, but if you're a male, you're feeling like you have your crown on. And yeah, there's just no way around it. Like, you know who you are, you know your worth. You have stepped into your power, and you're just commanding the presence. And let's just see what's going on in your relationship. Okay. Wow, it looks like you're ready for some ravenous, wild physical activity. So you have some desires that are coming up. maybe you've been just working a lot and you're just like, I can't wait to get home and just, be with my lover and rip their clothes off and have a good time. And you really have an appetite for sex. Maybe you haven't had it in a while and you need to go take a trip and just be together and be physical. And you're really feeling a hunger for some pleasure, for some closeness. It feels a little bit insatiable. Like you're like, I just can't get enough of my person. I just want to be near them, be physical. And you feel close enough and safe enough to just be yourself and have a good time when it comes to love and love making. So that's what's coming up. This seems like a really good Lilith in Sagittarius. So good luck and have some fun. Okay, so next up, we've got the Lilith in Capricorn, and we're going to look at the Cat Tarot, what card you get, and this is relating to you, and we have these eclipse energies coming up in September, so let's see what is going on with your Lilith, and I have here, oh no, 8 of Swords. So this is usually somebody feeling depressed. You're speaking against yourself. You're being hard on yourself. You're looking at things in a dark kind of way. So you really are, you're in it. Some grief, some hard feelings right now. You're in the dark. You're sad. So if you know this, I would highly recommend reaching out to a friend and not staying in that. But this is kind of the eclipse energy for you in September, where you're just like going within and you're like overcome with some grief about something or someone or just life in general. So let's see what's going on in your relationship, or like how you're feeling in your relationships around you. And I've got emotions are strong. Whoa, this eclipse energy is hitting you hard. If you got a Lilith in Capricorn, man, it's like crashing waves. I mean, it's just a lot of emotions going on here. Eclipse energy, intense, unpredictable, in and out with your emotions. So it'd be really good for you to get grounded. But this is what's coming for you. So if you know it's coming, just ride that wave. Ride that wave. You're a little sad. The emotions are coming out. It's the time of eclipse where you're like, I've had enough of this, or I want this in my life. And so your emotions are going to guide you. Don't let them, take over, but you're going to have to feel them all and release them. So good luck if your Lilith is in Capricorn. Next up, we have your Lilith is in Aquarius. And you're going to get a Cat Tarot card, which represents you and what's going on with you, your Lilith, your dark side. And then you're going to get a Mystic Black Rose card, which is all about your relationship or how you're relating to others. And this timeline is really about the eclipse energy coming up in September. We have a lunar and solar eclipse. It's going to be super intense. And so, wow, what I have here is the 9 of Pentacles. So the 9 means something is changing. Something's changing in your Pentacles, or your money situation. So you are owning it. You feel like you deserve more, and you're going to get more. You know you're unique, and it looks like Pentacles, it just looks like you're like, I know I deserve more, and I'm going to get it. So that's exactly what's going to happen for you. And then in relating to others, what I have here is, I have tether. So it looks like you have telepathy with some friends, or maybe your relationship. You're thinking about someone and using your telepathy. Your intuition is on fire right now, and it's going to be more so during the eclipse season. Like, you're really using your intuition. You're going to have some dreams. You're probably going to astral travel, and it's good for you to listen to some heart songs. So some kind of beautiful music that really extends your gifts and helps you with your telepathy when it comes to your loved ones. So that is for you if your Lilith is in Aquarius. Next up is if your Lilith is in Pisces. So you are going to get a Cat Tarot card, which is a card that is associated with you and your dark feminine energy, what is going on. And then you're going to get a Mystic Black Rose card, which is about how you're relating with others or in your relationship. And I have here, I've got a number 8, and I've got the 8 of Pentacles. So look at this like spooky kind of like knowingness, this beautiful black cat with the moon behind it, knowing that you're calling in, and 8 is a number of infinity, more money to you. Like you're like, I'm calmly, coolly bringing in some more opportunities. You're just sitting there pretty and knowing that this eclipse energy, you're sitting with it and you just know it's coming. You're diving deep. You're reaching in deep and you're pulling out what you really want to do and how you're going to make some more money doing something that you love. Ooh, that one felt really deep. And then let's just see, your Black Rose card is, okay, this one fell out, Escape. So what are you avoiding in your relationship? What are you blocking, pushing away, or hiding? So there's a lot of times with Lilith in Pisces, you have a tendency to want to escape from the hard stuff, from a little bit of reality. You want to astral travel on the regular to get away when things are uncomfortable in your relationship. So there's something you're going to be avoiding and blocking, not wanting to deal with. And I feel like you're going to be in your dreamlike state. So after this eclipse energy, this is just something you go to kind of protect you. And I feel like after the eclipse energy, I really do feel like there's something that's going to be revealed that you've had enough of, that you're going to address at the divine timing for you. So that's how I feel it going down if your Lilith is in Pisces. So last up is if your Lilith is in Virgo, and you're probably wondering, why did I save this one till the end? Well, we have 2 new moons. So we have the dark new moon, and then we have the we have the eclipse in Virgo. So we've got a lot of Virgo stuff going on here. So if your Lilith is in Virgo, we're in Virgo season. I just wanted to save you all for last. So you're going to get a cat tarot card, which is representative of you and your dark feminine self and what she needs to know. And then you're going to get a Mystic Black Rose card, which represents your relationship and what's going on there. So I have here, I've got the lucky number 7, Pentacles. So here is this beautiful kitty cat knowing that she is going to make money doing something creative that she loves. So there is an eagerness to bring in something new, and there's luck on your side. I love that. And I mean, this cat is like, we're doing work we love. Is this my life? Yes, it is. It's amazing. And just there's some gratitude there for it. And let's just see for your relationships or how you are relating. I've got a union here. Looks like there's some smooches and canoodling. So there's a reconciliation, coming back, making it work second chance. So maybe if you were in a relationship and they were getting on your nerves, or maybe they were traveling, you're coming back together, and it looks like you're really getting along even better than you were before. So you're making it work. You're taking time for each other, spending time, and you are having a good time doing that. So that is what's going on if your Lilith is in Virgo. So I hope you enjoyed this video about Lilith. If you would like a private reading with me, you could even let me know what your Lilith is and we can address it, and I would be happy to assist you. So have a wonderful time and enjoy the shifts and changes that are coming during eclipse season. Bye.